Alright guys, this is going to be the first video of the series where we'll be going over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers playbook. The first thing I want to do is talk about reading man coverage. Now you're probably like, oh, reading man coverage is just man. There's some nuances to it that are really going to help you once you have the knowledge. Now, if you're looking for a way to pick up this blitz, how to block it, I would go to one of the paid sites like Madden Daily. I know that's where I learned it, and I'm not going to put their content out for free. I'm sure there's plenty of other people that have put out there, probably Huddle GG. I'm sure everybody has a tip on how to pick this up. But for the purposes of our videos, we're not really going to go over some of that stuff because, like I said, I don't want to take anybody's content. Now, the first thing I want to make you guys aware of is that when they're playing man coverage, and well, first thing is really, it depends on what formation you're running, right? If you're running compression, it's a little bit harder to tell the shading of the defensive backs, right? This right here is a standard look, no shade. Right? I haven't done anything. I haven't made any adjustments. But if I shade inside, I shade outside, they play that outside shoulder. If I shade inside, they'll play the inside shoulder. So a lot of people that I've seen online will run this off-man coverage. It's kind of like the gotcha defense, right? They'll think you're going to run a slant, right? So they'll shade underneath, right? Or maybe, perhaps, it's a long down and distance and they're shading over the top and they just want to get the pressure but not maybe get beat over the top. We don't know that at the snap of the ball because when you shade up and shade down, there's no visual cue, right? So the way we want to set our play up, and this is not any play that we're really going to be going over in the series. We have a version of this play that's going to make it a lot better, and you'll see what I mean in following videos. But say they're playing off-man coverage. You don't know necessarily whether they're shading up or they're shading down. So the route combinations you can kind of do are have one route that will beat down shade, one route that'll beat up shade. So the streak will beat the down shade, the RB curl route will beat the up shade. So you'll see snap of the ball. See that corner gets beat pretty bad. That's a down shade. That's just a simple streak route. If it's an up shade, oops, did not mean to press. All right. So if an up shade, put that out there. There's our route combo. Now I use freeform outside on this, typically, to keep it away from the DB. You got to be really careful if they're shading underneath. That will definitely get. So that's just a basic example. You can run other routes. You can run an out route, an in route, whatever. I just think the easiest way is to just run a curl route. That's reading off man coverage. Now, press man coverage, you're not going to get that same animation where they get beat off the ball, right? So if I shade underneath and I run that same route combo with a curl and a streak, well, the streak doesn't get wide open anymore, right? You'll see the tight end route comes wide open, which is great. You know, that's one of the reasons we like to have a really good tight end with that mid-end elite, because you can really kill people over the middle of the field with a good tight end. But there's no, like I said, there's no cue as to whether they shade underneath with press coverage. However, there is a cue when they shade over the top, right? So we're in 4 verts. We're going to put our curl. It's man coverage, but there's no press, which is the tell right away that they have shaded over the top. So all these things are really important for you to know. If you're running compression, like I said, it's a little bit harder to actually see because a lot of times the defensive backs are all right next to each other. So I do like to run a little combination of both spread sets and compression. So that's reading man coverage. Go ahead and check a look at the next video, and we are going to jump into my personal favorite formation. You guys can run whatever formation you want because there's a lot of good stuff in this playbook, but this is what I typically do. So I'll catch you in the next video.